Hola a todos, Kayla aquí con un otro gel desde Mexico. Este gel es super wet. I am so excited to try this gel. This gel is another gel from Mexico. For those of you who are like, oh my god, this girl's speaking Spanish at the beginning of the video, what is happening? I live in an area that is very heavily populated by people who are of Hispanic descent and so on and so forth. And so my Walmart has a special section that has straight up just Spanish hair products, just everything, y'all. Crece pelo, Wetline Extreme, which is what I usually use on my hair and love, and have put several of y'all on. I know y'all, I'm turning them out, I'm switching them over, you know what I'm saying? And they had Super Wet. And I think somebody in my comments somewhere was like, have you tried Super Wet? And I was like, no, I haven't tried it, but I've seen it. Because like I said, it's in that section because it's a Mexican gel. So I said, well, let me go and stroll over to this section and pick it up. Plus I noticed that it has similar ingredients to my beloved Wetline, and it also is not tested on animals. Y'all, look, this little I guess un conejo, a rabbit, I think. At first I thought it was an elephant, but it's not. But anyhow, let me do the ingredients: water, triethylamine, carbomer, acrylic acid, fragrance, and then these preservatives that are the same preservatives that were in that Tresemme Naturals conditioner, the ones that start with an M. Yeah, both of them are up in here. So, in fact, I think the ingredients list on this might be, oh, I see propylene glycol. Oh, there is keratin in here at the very bottom. So it does have protein, like the second to last ingredient. So I really don't think that's really a big deal. So it does have protein where Wetline does not. And so I found this to be very exciting for me to want to try. And also, fun fact, in the same week that I picked this up, my husband picked up the same gel except blue. And I got more excited to try it because I noticed that with his hair, he usually uses a lighter holding gel, and I saw that he had to relearn how to gel his hair to get his curls just how he likes them, because the Super Wet that he picked up, and I don't know if there's a difference between them really, guys, the Super Wet that he picked up was a harder holding gel than what he usually uses. So I was like, okay, cool, I use hard hold gels. We kind of joke about how I use the stronger gel in him, so I was like, okay, I'm ready to try it. So today's video is the first impression, and I'll stop rambling on. Excuse me. I'm gonna stop rambling on, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut to me putting the gel in my hair because it's in here and my hair is wet. So prior to filming this, I had washed and detangled and deep conditioned and all that stuff that one would normally do to the hair on wash day. And I have a Paul Mitchell deep conditioner in my hair. Normally I wouldn't use something new, two things new at the same time, but I didn't have any conditioner. I will say I do like the conditioner. I didn't have to use hardly any, and it didn't make my hair puffy when I applied it, so, oh, yes. Let me open up the gel. And I'm ready. Oh man, I have so much faith in this gel. So much fucking faith. It's a very clean smell, just like Wetline. It's just that it's a different body wash smell than Wetline, because Wetline smells like body wash to me. Okay, paint it on. I don't know, that section was usually a larger section than what I would normally do my hair. I don't know why I just pulled that big old section. We'll just work with it though. Let me use my mirror. Let's see. Okay, it's thick, able to rake through like I rake through with Wetline. It feels a little different, I can definitely say that. Like I can tell that it's a different gel. But as far as performance, pretty similar right about now. Now let me go on with the actual properly sized section. my curls don't seem as juicy as they would with Wetline. So like I'm kind of like indifferent right now, because that could be because of the leave-in or because the fact that I super detangled my hair out. Like these curls back here are fully deformed, but then also I have the type of hair where sometimes if you want to see curl definition on my hair has to dry a little bit. So right now I'm just kind of like middle of the road with it, and we will see how it looks when I'm like pretty much done with my entire head. So I am back. I have finished doing my hair. I feel like the front of my hair liked that gel better than the back of my hair. So I'm at the point in my regimen where I am going to rinse just slightly, like real quick, like that, and done. And then I'm going to smooth through my hair for product distribution, and then I'm going to apply just a little bit more of the super wet over the top in case any of my hair has become frizzified, and sometimes that happens with the very top of my hair. But as you can see, the front was loving it, the back, you know, but there's different curl patterns between those two areas, so we will see what this looks like. I plan to sit on the dryer, but I may or may not come back today because my hair usually looks like really crazy after I come up from the dryer, because I have a soft bonnet dryer and I have to do like all kinds of weird things to get my hair to fully dry under there. And I will say that right now, as I'm like moving my head around, my hair has like a cologne-y type scent, because the conditioner is like a herbal flowery type scent, and then this gel is like a body wash scent. So together it's a cologne type scent combined. So let's see how that lasts as my hair dries as well. Okay guys, so I said I wasn't coming back, but I'm back. And I did the whole wet thing and putting a little bit over the top, and let me tell you, I think the main difference between super wet and Wetline is that super wet is not as slippery as Wetline. In fact, now that I look at the ingredients, super wet does not have panthenol. Nope, yes it does, but it's like third from last. So I don't know, it just doesn't, it's not as slippery. Super wet is like, Wetline is like really thick, but still you can glide it through. Super wet is thick, but you can't glide it through as much. And the reason why I'm thinking about this difference is because when I went and wet my hair and wanted to smooth it back over the top, I felt like the gel didn't go anywhere when I rinsed my hair. And I almost felt like, nah, I'm not going to put more on the top. But then I'm like, no, I want to keep with my normal routine. So I did smooth it back over the top. And you guys can tell, like, my hair is definitely more flat than when I left you. And I went and looked at my hair in the mirror, the back of my hair and everything, with my little small mirror, hold it up and do like this, and I mess with it. You never know if you're in the frame when you do this, but yeah, I think this might actually dry pretty decently. It is feeling a little weighed down on the top, but again, I have long hair, guys. Let's get a reference for how much hair there is here. Whew. Yeah, so, and that's just my hair hanging without being pulled straight or anything or stretched. So that is going to affect how my hair looks to the roots when it's wet. Excuse me. So I actually was a little upset, not upset, but didn't have confidence in it when I was applying, but I'm feeling a little bit better about it now. So we will see when this mess dries. Hello everyone, I am back. This is the next morning. Dried my hair, sat under the dryer and all that kind of stuff. I will tell you that when I went to bed last night, I was noticing as I was moving my hair around, there was like particles. I was like, oh no, it's gonna be flaky, it's gonna be, ooh. But this morning I woke up, I think it came down fairly nicely, has decent movement. It's actually incredibly soft. There's no particles flying around, so I don't know what that was about yesterday, but it's incredibly soft. Still has a hold. I'm not saying soft like no hold, but you know what I'm saying? I did notice, like what I said yesterday, with it not having as much like definition at the roots. Yeah, still doesn't have that much definition at the roots. And again, that could be because I brushed my hair. And I was talking with my husband about it because he was like, I thought your hair was going to be super curly with that gel like it is on my hair. And if he wasn't in the shower right now, I'd call him in here because he needs to be, he's getting ready because we about to go to make a family trip to Target. Target got them deals today. But, you know, he should come on here and you guys can see his hair with this gel. But my hair is not as curly as he thought it was going to be. And me too, because I'm used to more definition at the roots. And I think that has to do with the fact that I did brush my hair. And he was like, what'd you brush your hair for? You know, but I said, I did a lot of things that I usually do at the beginning of the month or like randomly or not that often. I did them before I did this wash and go. So like I clarified my hair because it had been a while, and I love the orange peel smell of Kinky Curly Come Clean. I brushed my hair because I was starting to feel like the back part of my head was starting to feel almost like it was trying to mat up or something. So I brushed my hair, and I did that super mega detangling where you do the oil and the conditioner before you wash your hair. I did that. So much hair came out. Nothing popped or forcefully came out, but you know what I mean. And so it needed to be done. I did things that needed to be done before I did this wash and go. So I am going to do a full head with this next week. To see if it's different with as far as the definition in this area here, and I will update the description box to reflect that because this video is probably going to come out before I'm able to wash my hair again. And before I leave you guys off, I will go ahead and show you what the sides and the back of my hair looks like. So there you have it. Oh wait, I know somebody's going to ask me, would you rate this as better than Wetline? I think the curl definition could be about the same, especially if the brushing had an effect on it. The thing is, it does feel a little softer, so I don't know how many more days I'll get out of it. And this is not as shiny as my hair is when it's Wetline. It's not dull, but it's definitely not blinging like I get with Wetline. So it's a look though. It's a look. I mess with it. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a comment down below, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.